Wow, that dude, bro, he's trying to, that's a detective. Coming up, fresh tagging right here. To say the least, I will not be visiting there after dark. Oh, he was kind of like trailing me low key. This is crazy right here. I thought I was tripping. That is a puppet. Look at that broken window, but it's covered up by, these are from people running into the barricades. That's insane. My God. What the? Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am bringing you guys a Surron adventure. We are right on the border of Compton and North Long Beach. Right behind me to that way is the high school that I went to. It's my old neighborhood. This is where I grew up. We're right down the street from my old house. We are going to go north on Atlantic Avenue into Compton, and we're going on a little tour. We're going to explore. I'm going to show you guys some parts of the city that if you've never been to Compton, you've probably never seen. Overall, I'm just going to show you guys as much as I possibly can in the next 2 hours. Make sure you watch this video to the end. With that said, let's get started. And folks, remember, if you want to see everything I filmed today, make sure you check out the first link in the description. That will take you to the second channel where I have posted the long form version of today's video. If you want to see everything, beautiful flowers in bloom as we get started over here. Make sure my pockets are sealed up before we get going. This is the infamous 91 freeway. The main concern today is going to be cars. What the? Oh my God, bro, I swear to God, I thought a shooting was going down right now, like right in front of us. It wouldn't surprise me. This is right, the second you get past that freeway, I think it was that Mini Cooper right there. It's on and cracking. You were pretty much, yeah, I was. Dude, the second you cross the freeway, you're pretty much in Compton. Once you go over this bridge right here, that's when you're pretty much officially Northside Long Beach and Compton. They kind of blend together, so it's not like, you know, you go across a bridge and you're in a dramatically different area. Northside Long Beach is pretty well known to not be that nice of a place either, but it's a little bit nicer than where we're headed. So this is a weird, tricky little area we got to get through. We're trying to go that way. We're gonna do that. This part is kind of like a highway, so we just need to zip through this bridge to get to where we got to go, which is the beginning of Compton. Got to get around whatever's going on right here too. I think that was someone's home. I'm not really sure. Fun fact about this bridge is where I got my first ever ticket. I got a speeding ticket going 50 and a 35 right here by a motorcycle cop, and he was so desperate to give me a ticket for whatever he could. He was running my plate and looking at my driver's license and asking me tons of questions, investigating, asking me where I was going, but he still gave me a ticket. I ended up still getting a ticket for 50 and a 35, which to this day still pisses me off because I don't know anybody else who's ever gotten a ticket right there on that bridge. It's pretty well known to, you know, people race across that bridge all the time. I've seen people going 100 through there. Anyways, we got a little bit of tagging on our right as we officially enter the city of Compton. This is how you know you're there. The Big Donut right here on Alondra and Atlantic. Dale's Donuts. Look at that. Iconic. This is not the same donut that Ken Block drifted around in the Hoonigans video, but still a iconic landmark in the city of Compton, and that's how you know you are in it. We are going to get started. Usually we park when we're doing Compton rides, whether it's BMX or Surron. We start by the courthouse usually. Today, we started by my old high school, and we're just gonna travel inwards and do a big lap around, try and get a little bit more intricate with the side streets. And as always, our main concern is not getting eaten by a dog. Really cool artwork right there. We got to be very careful to not hit any dead ends here, so tagging all over the place out here. I was talking with my barber. I still drive over an hour to come get my haircut down here, but the same barber I've been going to since I was in high school. We were having discussions about how, you know, the gangs were way more prevalent around where we grew up compared to how it is now, but I mean, it's still definitely a big problem. Once you kind of go over the bridge and get into Compton, it's a little bit more like kind of like free-for-all as far as what you're gonna run into. That was a two-way alley. We're just kind of putting along. There's the 710 freeway. That's the one I take to get down here. We're gonna go back past the donut. We're actually gonna go this way a little bit. We're gonna go up Atlantic, but first we're gonna go down Alondra Boulevard, made famous by Kendrick Lamar in his hit single, Mad City. Yep, so back in the day, me and my BMX buddies, we would pedal our bikes from where we live, where I started, pretty much where I started. I lived like 3 blocks away from there. It's a nice IROC, but he would have ran me right over if I went. As you can see right here, the takeover definitely goes down. Anywhere you see black tire marks in the intersection, that means people are spinning donuts right there. Strip mall, something you see all over the place in Compton, North Long Beach. These things are just ubiquitous in this part of town. Am I getting a flat? More tagging. Everywhere you look out here, we're gonna see some tagging. I just realized my wheel is so out of true. I need to tighten the spokes ASAP. Tire pressure's low too. Anyways, do a little bit of cruising over here just to see what's going on in the neighborhoods. Some fellas back there, don't even know what they're doing, but we have a car bumper, a fridge, a mattress, and a dresser right there. So as we start to get along into the neighborhoods of Compton, one thing you're going to notice is that it looks like a regular neighborhood. It pretty much is. You know, these are all single family houses. So there's the projects, and when people refer to the projects, it's like a housing project. So they have a unique look to them. They're like apartment complexes that usually have like grass in between the units, and you see clotheslines, and you know, people keep their stuff outside. If we run into some projects, I'll show you guys you know what I'm talking about if you've never seen projects before. But the majority of Compton is actually single family homes, because for those who don't know, Compton used to be a pretty high profile neighborhood back in the 40s and 50s. Property values started to go down. They're kind of on the way back up right now, not in a crazy way, but they're definitely, I mean, housing all over the place in LA is pretty expensive at the moment, but gotta respect that, guy. It's a big ticket if you run a crosswalk while a guy has a stop sign hand out. Doesn't matter what you're on, bike, car, you will get a huge fine if there's a cop that happens to see. So that's why, yeah, you know, you never know when the boys are lurking around here in Compton. Last time I came down here, that building right there was totally tagged up. Looks like they cleaned it up. You can see here another takeover spot, clearly. That truck is crazy. I love it. All right, so these are not necessarily projects, but anyways, we have an alley right here. You guys know we will be taking it no matter what. First alley at Compton. Lots of graffiti pretty much everywhere you look out here. A little bit of trash, very strong smells, and some very nice artwork. That in particular is really sick. Cool artwork. Look at this. This is some aggressive graffiti. This is the difference between you know, artwork and just straight up gang script. Stuff like this. This is just as clearly gang related stuff. It could just be personal too. It could be like one person comes and gets up and writes some stuff, and then somebody who doesn't like him comes and covers over it, and then it's an endless thing back and forth. So the majority of tagging like this you see is kind of like that. Sometimes it's not even gang related. Typically is, but a lot of the time it's also just, you know, one kid will come in, literally just spray paint some random stuff, and then another person will just paint over it. It's called getting crossed out. And how you doing? Hey, what's going on? Lots of graffiti out here. It's crazy the amount of taggings on these houses. You know, someone owns all these properties. It's still owned by somebody, so it's crazy that a lot of this is allowed to just stay up there like that. Anyways, we go on. That's the first alley system we've checked out. We're still on Alondra Boulevard. We're gonna go ahead and make a left here. We're gonna try and cross over to this side of Alondra and do a little bit of exploring down that way. If we ever get across the street, I don't think it's gonna happen. We may need to just go up to the crosswalk. One thing about cars in Compton, they don't stop for anybody. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and spin the block this way. Right here is Long Beach Boulevard, another famous street that I travel down a lot. Just trying to check out as much of the tagging as I can for you guys, and you know, just kind of give you guys a feel of the area, what's going on in these neighborhoods. I can't provide too much context on what it's like to live here, but we rode all through all these neighborhoods as kids, man. We would ride through everywhere out here, so it's not like it's that much different from living a block or a few blocks down the street. I actually think I'm coming into a dead end here, so we are going to spin right around. I just want to see what this thing is. If it's ever for sale, let me know. I'll come back and check.
Electric?
Yeah, this one's electric. Out here in the cut in Compton, some nice folks. I was a rich kid thing back in the day for me. Like, if one of my friends was my age and he had a dirt bike, it was like, wow, you are wealthy. Like, that is unfathomable amount of wealth for me to even imagine. Like, I was so lucky to have a BMX bike. Like, that would put me at the, like, as a 1%er where I grew up. Like, I was a target. Like, oh, that kid, he could afford a custom BMX. Even if it was like $600, it was still like, you're like in the nice bike crowd, you know what I mean? Dirt bike was, I never even thought about owning one because we were just so poor. Like, there's no way that we would have been able to afford something like that. Anyways, cruising along, got a little bit of construction. More random taggings everywhere you look out here in Compton. That is part of the course. Just every wall you see that is, you know, that exists has either been tagged on or is currently tagged on. And if it was, it's painted over like that. You can clearly tell it's been painted on. We're coming up to Compton Boulevard. We haven't never been this way on a Compton ride before, so this is interesting. Let's see, can we get out through here? I think we can. Well, we could, but it was kind of like into those people's house, so we're gonna take this way, cutting around Compton Cruise. All right, as always, just praying we don't run into any dogs. That's the main priority of the day. The only way that really happens is if we catch dead ends, because as long as we don't have a dead end, we can just pin it and just gas it up out of there. A little bit of construction going on. Not much going on in this part of the neighborhoods. We're gonna go that way on Compton Boulevard in a second. We're just checking out a few more alleys. Just catching the, you know, the feel of the neighborhoods out here. This part of town, it's been a while since I came through. Sometimes we would take this street, Compton Boulevard, straight through because it's a straight shot to get to the train station. So we would pedal up Atlantic, make a left, and then come down this street all the way down because it's a little bit safer, I guess you could say. One, there's wider sidewalks for us when we were riding BMX on, and you know, it was just the way that we started becoming comfortable with. So that's why we ended up taking Compton Boulevard most of the time. Anyways, way over there in the distance, you can see the courthouse. That is where we'll inevitably end up. But we're gonna do as much exploration in the cut as possible before we get there. We're gonna go this way, check out some more side streets, neighborhoods. We have another alley right there. We're gonna pass on for now. Check out this apartment building. Look at that broken window, but it's covered up by a blanket. It looks like they used to cover up the glass that was busted. Who knows how it was broken? Could have got shot at. I mean, who knows? Anything could go down out here. It's hard to tell. There's a bunch of trash in front of the building, and we're gonna creep around just a little bit. It's a parking structure. A lot of trash. Damn, this is crazy right here. A lot of graffiti up in it. We are right in the heart of multiple gang zones, folks, in case you didn't know. How you doing? As we creep on from that was kind of crazy. This has been around since we were a kid. It's like some type of temple. I don't really know exactly what. It's such a weird little cut. Please tell me I can get out through here. Can't. All right, looks like we're going all the way back. Got the old school Hummer. We're gonna turn around. Ooh. You could actually go through here. That'd be crazy. Well, it's locked. It has a door code, but I want to ride up in there. I wonder what it's like. Oh, dude, there's graffiti in the apartment complex. There's people tagged up. That is, man. That's the hood right there, folks. That's the only way to put that. That is the only way to put that. Let's go ahead and cut through another strip mall. Need of Speed. I love that. It's like they probably wanted to call it Need for Speed, but they had copyright issues with Need for Speed, so they had to call it Need of Speed. I thought there was a fire going on. It's a barbecue cracking. That smells good too. Back cruising down Compton Boulevard, feeling like I'm back in the 90s, folks. Or for me, the 2000s. The last time we went down this route regularly was 2004, 2005. Those are the times when I was coming around these parts of town. And you know, a lot of people say the 2000s are the new 1990s in LA. For my generation, the 2000s were turned up, man. It was just gang violence all day, every day, shootings all the time, riots happening at school, gang activity everywhere. These are just random shops with just trash everywhere out here, man. She was having a great day. A little bit of graffiti right here. There's a skate park, I think, somewhere up here to the right, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna check out this street right here. A bit of tagging. Goes out here with his baby, being a responsible dad. Love to see that. A little bit of an industrial area, it's looking like. Homie's got the nice R2. Love that. This is another shot of that temple. I'm not sure what exactly this temple is. I'm sure I could look it up on Google Maps and find out. But we always were curious about this when we were younger. I mean, this looks like a mortuary, if I'm not mistaken. But like that part over there is like something else. It's like a temple. Anyways, back up here on Long Beach Boulevard, we are going to continue to snake down just for a bit right here. I think that was a sheriff in town or something. That guy was a sheriff. He was closing something off. I don't know. Hey, none of my business, right? All right, we're getting into our very industrial area, as you can see. This is like SoCal Gas Company. I don't think we have any business going over there. We're gonna try and cross this street, which is a doozy. This is Long Beach Boulevard. but once we're across it, we're good. And we're gonna go southbound. We're gonna try and make our way back to Compton Boulevard from here. Little junkyard, got the M6 street parked, crazy. Yeah, so we're gonna go back down to Compton Boulevard, make a right. We're gonna check out the courthouse, examine a little bit of area along the bridge. This is Palmer Street. We could take Palmer. Let's take this little side street. Look at this side street, isn't this cool? This has been freshly paved because this used to be like really rugged back in the day. I remember riding down here. Pretty cool though. That brings us back down to Compton. A couple more neighborhoods we're gonna check out right here. Not too many alleys. I love to get up in a neighborhood or like a apartment complex back here, but that's that kind of goes against our policy of no dead ends. That's kind of purposely dead ending ourselves, to be honest. I think we have an alley right here we can hit though. We do. A little bit of graffiti. A lot of bit of graffiti. That's all over the place out here though. No parking, 9 to 9. Oh, when the heck can you park here? Not supposed to park in alleys anyway, but compared to some of the ones we see in South Central, these are pretty clean alleys. For the most part, there's a little bit of graffiti here and there, but there's not huge piles of trash. And for the most part, no stray dogs. But we do love to see that. We got a gigantic truck in front of us. I think we can get around. This is like a end of times truck. We want something like that for the apocalypse. Continuing to squeeze our way through. More graffiti. This is all just illegible to me. I don't know if you guys even know what any of this says, but basically people from different streets crossing out the street down the street from them because they don't like them because they live on a different street. That's kind of what it boils down to, folks. I'm gonna keep it 100. Okay, we're on Santa Fe. We're gonna keep going straight a little bit further. We got one more alley to check out. Then we're gonna do the skate park, the courthouse, and then we're gonna do a little bit of even deeper neighborhood cruising out here in Compton. All these so far are places that I have not gone to on the Surron, as far as I remember, these particular streets at least. They're all pretty much new, so all new territory. All right, well, that was kind of weird. I don't even know what we're looking at. We got an empty skate park. Let's go. Let's see if we can check it out. Oh my God, not really much I could do up here. Okay, that was cool. We checked out the skate park. And we're off. Compton, California tour continues. Got the courthouse right up here on our right. Looks like we got a green light to cross too. Very nice plazas and stuff right here. This is where I usually park when I do my Compton rides. I'll park in this parking lot right here. I've read somewhere that like a big majority of car accidents happen in parking lots, which it totally makes sense. There's just so many blind spots and everyone's in a rush, but you got to go slow. Bro, it's so sketch riding out here, I can't lie. 99% of my attention is going towards not getting hit by a car. Like, you got to really be cognizant of what cars are doing out here, and you got to spot your route well in advance, as I do some of the most ignorant stuff possible. That was a fun line. All right, we got the train. One cool thing I want to see here, even though we're going to see it backwards. Never understood why it's backwards. So look at this right here. But it says Compton, it's spelled out Compton. You can only tell if you're on the train coming, well, if you're on the train anyway. See, it says Compton, but this way it's Namktum, not Mach. So yeah, we have to get on the other side for it to spell Compton. This way you can see it. C-O-M-P-T-O-N, Compton. This is the blue line, the famous blue line, which is just the absolute worst train in the planet as far as I'm concerned. It is super, super dangerous, super sketchy. Pretty much every time I was on the blue line, I saw some insane stuff. every single time, pretty much without fail. There's not once I would go on that train and not see some just bizarre, violent crime or just disgusting thing. So there's that. We did that. These are some nice apartments. Definitely not. You see those two girls stacked on top of each other in the car? Let's see where we're gonna go from here. We never really go into this little neck of the woods, so we're gonna go there. We're gonna start going this way. We always cut through right here, go left. We're gonna cut straight just for a bit, and we're gonna see what these neighborhoods have to offer. We don't really ever go through here, so let's check it out. Oh dude, you know what's so funny about this corner right here? Anybody remember who's been watching forever, I bought an old, like a $3,000 Civic, a beat up Civic. It was right here. It was right back there. See if we can get an angle without actually getting back there. Look, even the park benches out here are tagged up. Isn't that crazy? It was right there. That thing ran pretty bulletproof. Big mural, Artfully United mural tour, Harmony. It's actually pretty nice. You know, there's some times where I'll stop to talk to people, and then there's other times where I will not. That was one of the times where I just didn't want to. So I kept going. Go ahead and check out some of these crazy neighborhoods out here in the mix, folks. I remember when I came to buy that Civic, I was so sure I was getting set up to get robbed too. I was like, there's no way that this is not a setup. Either way, I'm gonna try and film it and post it, but I was so sure I was getting robbed, but I didn't. I was legit. Anyways, we're out here. I see a sheriff to the left. Me on a mountain bike mobbing. That's right. Look at this. Look at this house. This thing looks straight out of Breaking Bad. This whole scene right here with the RV. It smells absolutely disgusting right here. It smells like the most repulsive poop smell ever. I've always liked this little street right here though. It's got so much character to me. You shut down businesses, covered in taggings. Like, where does that door go, right? Where does that door go? And then you can go through this bridge. You can go over this bridge going that way. And it kind of takes you back to the other side of Compton where we started, back towards our Atlantic. My watch keeps telling me I'm recording a cycle. I'm not riding a bicycle. All right, so from here, we are going to keep going straight right here and make a left up in one of these streets, and we're gonna take a neighborhood through to the courthouse. And that's gonna be our next stop. I'm just gonna do it nice and easy so we don't get hit by a car that we don't see. You never know out here. What's funny too is anytime I've ever seen a sheriff in Compton, it's been right there at that intersection where we just saw one. That guy's poor house is just tagged up, man. It's crazy that they just tag up houses. That's gotta be irritating, man. That's gotta be so frustrating to have your house covered in gang lettering. Like, come on, at least just do an alley, right? Okay, we're gonna start cruising. This is not the street we want to be on. Oh, we do have a dirt alley. Why not, right? What this bike is made for. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we love that. Even that little jump. More crazy tagging. This is wild, bro. Just look at all the crossouts. Someone's not fond of that garage door or something. I got no words for that one, bro. That's just crazy. That is just crazy. I don't know, you guys know I am just an observer of my surroundings. So all I do, I ride around, I look at stuff, I talk about it, and I keep going. Anyways, from here, we're gonna try and get out of this little pocket of straight up gang infested territories we're in and get across the way to the courthouse, which is directly in front of us. But to get there, we gotta do a little bit of zigzagging. You know, it is bizarre because these are pretty dangerous neighborhoods to live in, right? But I mean, it's kind of normal. Even at my house, right where we started down the street, there was taggings all over the place, but I never really felt threatened by gang members, because if you're just a regular person just trying to live your life, 99% of the time you're not gonna have a problem. But if you try to involve yourself with what's going on, or if you try to act hard, try to act tough, that's when the problems start. Try to be Mr. Tough Guy, pretty much. That's it. That's the best way to put it. Yeah, I mean, I never had a problem. I'm sure most of the people who live here, yeah, it's probably not the greatest thing to see huge aggressive taggings on your property all the time, but you know, as long as you're just living your life and minding your business, what else can you do, right? Genuinely, what else can you do? Oh, but I was saying, the irony of all this is that the courthouse is right here. The sheriff's department is right there. Like, they really just don't care up here. To be honest, they do not care. All right, but with that said, we're going across the street. Oh, we just missed our chance. Okay, well, we're gonna be sitting here waiting. Fun fact, the last time I came out here, I went to this 7-Eleven after I finished my ride, and I witnessed a full-blown beatdown go down. It was crazy. I don't know, it had something to do with something, because the guy, he was looking sketched out, and then these two guys came and just started jumping him. And that happened since we didn't get our light. Oh God, we're gonna check out some more alleys. We got one more alley right here. A lot of tagging right here. We got a lady with her mountain bike just chilling. Let's check out this alley, which is pretty crazy. Every alley down here just has a very uniqueness to it. They all have their own specific, like, I don't know how to put it. Like, they all feel like they're straight out of a movie scene. They all have so much character, you know? Every time I come down here, I mean, it's funny how this stuff was so normal to me when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. Like, it was where I lived. But now I'm 30. I see things different, you know? I'm much more aware of my surroundings and the type of people who are, you know, in wherever I'm at. So it's just, I don't know. All right, enough to get the app, and we're about to hit the courthouse. We just took the long way. We are gonna go right here, so we don't have to wait for the lights. Looks like there's quite a few sheriff officers out here at the courthouse today. Not really sure what that means. Maybe they had to show up for, you know, a specific court case or something like that. I really don't know. We're gonna take a lap around here. Got the sheriff. There's a detective vehicle, regular police officer car. He's in the car just chilling. Another undercover SUV. I mean, you know, we're at the courthouse, so it's not like that's crazy to see. But a lot of the times you come by here and there's nobody. Car's just parked out. This is the part that we do come through every time we go to the this side of Compton. There's not much free riding to be done. We're just taking a quick tour around. Luckily, I've never been inside the Compton courthouse. I've never had to, so I can't tell you what it's like on the inside. But I'm sure it's not fun. It's probably not a fun place to be. We got a sheriff right here, two of them. We are going to chill and wait. They don't care about Surron, but you know, definitely not gonna chance the green light in front of two sheriffs. Luckily, they got places to be out here in Compton, California. Love to see that. By love to see it, I mean love to see them not messing with me. So far, so good. We got a nice little round trip in. We are going to smash down Compton and get back to Alondra at some point. We're gonna go back to Alondra, which is really just the next main street. We're gonna take this way a little bit. There's a couple of different routes I want to go through. I'm so paranoid about train tracks, no matter what. Even if there's no train around, I still like look 6 times back and forth because I am just very paranoid. Oh my God, indeed. Oh my God, we're gonna get through this parking lot. Oh, gotta love that Surron clearance. I thought I was gonna hit the bash guard right there. We did not. We are again in parking lots where we don't want to be. Gotta be careful. People love speeding through big open parking lots. Kind of like how I'm doing right now. Gotta watch out for other people doing the same thing. Even though I'm a big highlighter, you still never know. This is like a nicer part of Compton. Like on the other side is also really, you know, upscale businesses and freshly remodeled stuff. One block down and you're like, oh yeah, it's still Compton. Just being honest. Okay, what to do from here? I think we are gonna go back up the street. Because if we go this way, it's kind of just like meh. Oh, someone's getting blurred. Is it me? No, it's not. What? He had a puppet. I thought I was tripping. And that is a puppet.
And he shall do what?
I thought that was a tiny little person.
No, that's a puppet.
Yeah, okay.
And every day go by, it's getting closer.
Okay.
Well,
Compton is a place. It is a place on earth. That much I can confirm. Let's see if we got an alley right here we can check out. Back on Compton. We're gonna take a slightly different route than we just took though. That's the goal. We're ripping down some alleys. There are some more streets we are gonna take right now. Price reduced. Home for sale. Property still exchanging hands out here in Compton. Look at this thing, dude. This thing is sick. How much is this for sale for? Any rebuilders, come right here to Rose and Laurel Street in Compton. Look at this thing. Maybe it's not for sale. I'm just saying that. I don't even know if it's for sale. Down Laurel Street. I didn't know there was a Laurel Street, but now we do. Look at that Chevelle just chilling. Probably bought brand new back in the day too. We got some dirt hills. Ow. Oh my God, that's glass. We gotta spot that a little bit better before we jump it again. That was kind of sketch. Let me try and jump that way. Kind of weird. Not really the best lip or landing, but you know, definitely had better obstacles. How you doing? A couple more alleys. We're gonna cruise down on our trip through Compton. We are now in a part where it's like, it's kind of just nice neighborhoods, to be honest. Nothing really that crazy in this part. We're making our way back down to Alondra. This is a school. I'm pretty sure every school out here now has armed security guards, police officers, metal detectors. Well, it's crazy what's happened to schools, right? I don't know how many people here watching went to school before like 2010. I mean, I graduated 2011 and they had just introduced metal detectors and that was a big deal back then. Now it's like normal. Now it's like completely normal to have metal detectors in every school and armed guards, you know, like with actual weapons, guns. That was not a thing when I was in high school. It just wasn't. A couple side streets where there's really nothing going on. We're gonna make a right-hand turn right here. These are actually really nice houses. This part of Compton, they got the wealth. Got the Challenger, got a pretty Tesla. Usually when you see Tesla, that means money. Trying to cross the street, that's our main goal right now, is get across the street. Traffic is starting to pick up. School's back in session, so once kids start getting out, you know, it is just a nightmare. Covering ground, we might take Long Beach Boulevard back actually. That might be fun. Do a little bit of a different route. And they still got the $5 La Pizza Loca. Oh my God, I remember coming here with my high school girlfriend and we would get the big, they make a big, like a really big pizza. Yeah, we ate the entire thing, me, her, and her friend. Good times. Not really, but anyways, to this street. They were like, what the hell is that? Smiley Bones, 55 CVT G3. It's a random little taggings you're gonna see right here as we go through this next neighborhood. We're just gonna rip through this one though. If there's an alley right here, we're actually gonna take that. Looks like it's closed off though. Oh no, it's nothing. Warp speed, we gotta make it to where we started. Gotta be careful on these side streets though. People do come flying down them. Trying to stay cognizant of our surroundings. Not go too fast. Actually, look at this car right here. This thing's sick. Lift it up. Yeah, that is fire. That's super fire. Oh, we got two. Looks like he's not having the best day. I'm kind of in that too. Look at this Supra, just street parked. Oh my God, it's beautiful. MKV CF. Dude, that thing's clean. Street parked in Compton. I love Supras. I don't know why. I just love the way those cars look. I don't have any interest in buying one, but I sure can appreciate them. I'll put it this way. I don't know where I am, but I know exactly where I'm going, if that makes sense. Probably, I don't think I've ever been through these particular streets that we're on right now. Ever. We're just in some random neighborhoods, but I know how to get to where I gotta go. My brain just knows how to get back home. Like, I still have that. Isn't that weird how if you go back to your home neighborhood, even if you live somewhere else for a long time, you still know how to go, like exactly how to get home? Isn't that bizarre how that works? Like, I just know exactly where to go. If I wanted to go to my childhood home right now, I would know exactly how to get there. Got a shortcut in the park. Love that. Whether that actually saved us any time, we're about to find out, because we got to get up to we got to go across that bridge. If you guys forgot, a few ways to get back to north side, but the bridge is like the easy way. It's like the main way. Actually, I wouldn't even say it's the easy way. It's the sketchiest way for sure. It's actually very sketchy, but that's the way I'm planning on going right now. I don't know if I'm even going that way really. I see the freeway in front of us, so we might actually make a right turn right here. What is this we're on? Oh, we're on Atlantic, but this is South Atlantic, so this is like a different part. Looks like we're not going to be able to make it through right here. I don't even know if this is a through way. I think it's a dead end actually, but we are going to go ahead and turn around. Super nice up here. These are not quite projects like I was talking about either, but they're definitely not the nicest places. These look like new constructions. Oh, what is this? Look like fancy houses, but they're tagged up already. Everything's tagged up out here. Well, we hit a weird route, but we're back on Atlantic, so just trying to, that's a detective. Oh, he was kind of like trailing me low-key. Don't worry, officer, I have nothing to hide. Oh, I'm just a dude with 0 brain cells on a Surron. Don't mind me. We do have to get back. I hope. Imagine I get a speeding ticket after all this time again, put on a Surron instead of in a BMW. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, that's a lot of glass. Oh, there's even more glass. This is pretty sick. Oh, you can get back there. That's kind of, that goes to the freeway. We don't really need to go there, but next video, maybe. So what am I riding through right now? Definitely a bunch of glass. I can confirm that. All right, we're gonna have to send it on the road. Let's do it. Oh, wait, there's a sidewalk here now. Look, there's even a little way up. I swear I don't remember there being a sidewalk here. It's a nice improvement, quality of life. Oh look, these are from people running into the barricades. That's insane. Imagine running over that, or running into that, and then going off the edge. Jeez, talk about final destination. I like how the city just put plywood over it. Like, oh yeah, just don't look. It doesn't exist if you can't see it. Look, same thing. I guess it's a temporary fix to a much bigger problem, but they're like, yeah, you know, in the meantime, just put some wood over it. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, just don't look at it. It doesn't exist if you can't see it. All right, there's the bike path, which we'll take in a separate day. Right now, I'm pretty tapped. I'm just trying to get back to the nasty north side. Smell horses. We're in the part of the farmland. We didn't even get to check out the farm area. There's so much farmland in Compton that we did not see today. We'll check out in a future video for sure. You know, we came, we saw, we explored Compton, and that's that. Wow, that dude, bro just sent it. Oh my god. Bro just said, I'm not waiting in this traffic. You want to know why he did that? Is because school just let out. He's like, I'm not waiting. I'm not gonna do it. They're mobbing, and his vehicle is not in the best shape, to say the least. I think he's on a flat tire. He is on a flat tire. Am I seeing that correctly? I don't know. Okay, well, yeah. You know, another day in LA. We're out here in beautiful Westlake. I just rode BMX out here the other day. We're back on the Surron. Why? Because there's something going on over there. I was heading down the freeway. I came back out here to pick up my bike, which I dropped off yesterday. Today, we're gonna do a little bit of riding out here before I go pick it up. So that's the agenda. Never really a dull moment in Westlake. So we're also still testing out the GoPro 12 with the Max mod. This is gonna be the first time we test it with the Surron. We did a little bit of testing with the BMX, so I have an idea what to expect. I'm really hoping that the wind is not crazy. It's a very windy day. And the first thing I noticed with this new camera is that the wind noise, for some reason, is a little bit worse. It's definitely a little worse on all my cameras than I'm used to. What's going on here? Oh, another day in Westlake. The helicopter is steadily circling right here. That looks like it's about, it must be right by MacArthur Park. I can't exactly tell, but that's where it looks like it's at. Live and alive out here in Westlake, though. Lots going on. Traffic, school's getting out, people are getting home. So it should be an exciting adventure in the city. Let's see what we have in store. As always, make sure you guys watch the entire video to the end so you don't miss anything. And with that said, let's get started on a brand new bike out here in Westlake, California. We're gonna get started right here in this alley with some taggins. One of my, oh wow, that's a big dog. I don't know if you guys caught that. One of my favorite alleys to start through. Looks like something's going down. I see some sirens, or sorry, flashing lights. I think they might have the street blocked off, which if they do, that would be a pretty big deal right here, because they don't block this street off for just about anything. So if that is the case, also look at the mattresses and everything that's strewn across the alleys back here. A lot going on, and some furniture. Very nice. Oh man, that smell was brutal. Okay, these are new structures right here. Those were not here last time I came down this particular alley, but you know, real estate in LA is constantly developing, so it does not surprise me. Let's see what's going on. I think it's right around here. Hello. This is one of the busiest and most active parts of all of Westlake, is this particular little part right here. Let's see if we can get an eye on what's going on. I see some paramedics in the parking lot right here. I'm going to scoot through and check it out. Helicopter's still overhead, as you guys can see up there. Looks like he's just chilling. When I first got off the freeway, he was so low to the ground. One of the lowest I've ever seen a helicopter flying around in LA, so we just kind of like go. We do have some police officers right here. They're cruising slow. Looks like they're looking for someone. So from what I saw, it was an assault, and it looks like the guy got away. Right here in the Rampart division, which if you guys want an interesting story for your afternoon reading, look up the Rampart scandal and LAPD. Just Google that. You should be able to just Google it and find like a Wikipedia article. Fun fact, if you ever played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which I know most of you probably have, Officer Tenpenny, that was a dirty cop in the storyline, they based his character off of a cop that participated in the Rampart scandal, which is that police station right here. We're gonna pull into the parking lot and see what's going on. It looks like if there is any police force, it's gone. People are just coming in and out of the store like regular, so it's not anything too crazy if anything did indeed happen. Looks like one paramedic. and that's it. So as far as the crime scene we saw when we were coming off, looks like it's all taken care of. Anyways, that brings us to this little part where we can go down these stairs if we desire to, but that's not really on our cards for today. Okay, well that brings us to where we are now, which is the vendors in Westlake. We usually come here on the bicycle because it's much easier to get around. It's just, as you can see, people everywhere, tons of stuff going on. But we are going to cruise around here just for a hot second before we keep it moving. I don't know if it's just me noticing this, but the amount of tagging that's going on in the streets, especially out here, is definitely increasing, such as this. I mean, that one's pretty big and aggressive too. How you doing? We're gonna have to get off of the sidewalk on the Surron here. It is not the move, to say the least, to be riding on the sidewalk out here. Let's see, where can we go from here? We're actually gonna check out some of these neighborhoods. I don't get the opportunity to go through some of these because on the bike it's a little treacherous, but we are gonna check it out. Ugh. Oh man, hopefully I didn't ride over that poop. It was a gigantic chunk of poop right in the middle of the street. Got a payphone, you know what to do, folks. If you know, you know. Crossing over the street here, gotta cross it 3 times because you never know when someone's coming up. Fresh tagging right here, right there, and that's a big one. They took up the entire wall. WS, I usually mean West Side, RN something, I don't know. I'm not trying to be too nosy out here. It could be the residents themselves out here. That's the crazy part, tagging up their own house. So kind of got to be careful about where you're cruising around, what you're looking at in this part of LA. It's a very free-for-all, fend for yourself type of area. We have this wall. Fun fact about this wall, I tried to ride down this once on my BMX and it ended horribly. I'd love to carve it, but I don't think I have space to carve it and not hit this truck, which is actually super sick. A Ford Ranger covered in flies. Anyways, I do hear a bunch of sirens going on. I don't know where those are at. Oh, they're right here. Looks like it was involving that thing we just saw. Whatever it was a you know, someone got hurt, clearly. Ambulance, fire truck, someone got injured. That's pretty clear. I didn't see any police though, except for that one who was creeping. He was straight up creeping and looking. You probably couldn't tell from the GoPro, obviously, but he was looking at people outside of his car, trying to see if he could, you know, get eyes on somebody. And look, here he comes back the other way too. Yeah, looks like they weren't able to find anybody, so that is that. There's always something going on around here though, so I'm sure they got their hands full with all types of stuff. Let's see, from here we're gonna cruise down this way a little bit, then we're gonna cut back up Burlington. We're gonna try and mess around in these neighborhoods as much as we can and just see what's going on. Sometimes when you're out here you can see stuff as it happens, like you know, crazy events, and I call them live events. Kind of like, you know, when you're playing a video game and like a random event happens and you just like happen to see like the story scripts something to happen right in front of your character and you're like, whoa, what's going on? You see a lot of those out here in this part of town. I smell something on fire. I definitely smell it. I don't know where that smell is coming from, but I definitely smell something's burning. I don't know what it could be. I'm gonna go ahead and keep on mobbing around as we check out these neighborhoods. Pop up on the curb. I don't know what we just ended up in, but we're going to turn it around. Might think if I ever get caught up, I just say I am delivering food. That could be my out just about anywhere. Alrighty. We hear some sirens. Are we just gonna be siren chasers today? I'm kind of down because I don't really have any much of an agenda to do anything else, so we might just chase the drama for a little bit while we figure out what we're doing. In the grand scheme of things, we are not gonna make it through here. Bro is sending it. We love to see that. That's what's up. Let's go. Yeah, that's right. You guys know that'd be me any other day of the week. He did that with finesse, dude. That was pretty clean. Hey, that was clean. Hell yeah. Very nice. Very nice, dude. That's something I love to see, man. I love to see that. Kids growing up out here, he probably bombs that hill every day. Shout out to him if he ever sees this. That's awesome. Okay, so we have MacArthur Park right in front of us. We are going to end up checking that out, I guess. Why not? Do we want to cross the street right here? Nah, I think I'm going to pop over on the curb right here and sidewalk surf it nice and slow. Nice and easy. And we're going to see what's going on down that way.
How fast is this one?
You can make it go as fast as you want.
Looking good.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, we got a bus coming. Ooh. All right, little curb action. Sights and sounds of LA, folks. So one of the big things I love about this new camera with the lens is that it just feels like you're there everywhere that you go with this setup. I don't know. The immersion for me, it just does it all. I have wanted a camera that looks like this for the longest. It just kind of draws you in no matter where you're at. Check out an alley. Alleys in Westlake always got a little something to see, so let's see what's happening. Sport mode uphill on this bike is just, it's so much fun. There's really nothing like it. Okay, well that got us to here. We're actually going to cut across and not go that way because there's a gigantic tent. So, kind of at a stalemate here. All right, he gave us a wave, so we're good to go. We also have a yellow light. We're going to take it. Kind of risky. Let's see, now we're in traffic. We're gonna bike lane it? Yeah, I think we are. We just gotta get through this. This madness. We might actually end up back on the sidewalk right here and then just slow motion it. I think we're gonna do that. Ooh. Hello. Say romance ain't dead. As long as you see dudes riding around on scooters with their girlfriends, romance ain't dead, all right? As far as I'm concerned. Every man's been there once. You got to get around on the electric scooter with your lady. I've been there. I had to do it once. It's not really that fun, so I give them props. It's a high stress situation. There's a lot of pressure involved because it's pretty much, it's double the weight, plus you have to not crash. And if you do, well, you can say goodbye to her most likely. She'd be like, this loser. All right, off we go. He did not seem happy about his life. But it's okay, man. You guys stomping something out. Up we go. Back up into the neighborhoods. We're gonna try and look for something we haven't seen before. What is that something? Well, I don't know. But if we find it, then I'll let you guys know. Till then, we're just cooking around. These are some neighborhoods I haven't even been on since I got this bike, really. I really have no reason to come up here ever, so, you know, that's kind of why I don't come this way, but we're going to bang this left. I know this is a descent that I have done before on various other bikes. Let's see. Get out of here. I thought that was undercover. It is just a person with an Explorer. Hard to tell out here. Most people, you know, they have those options where you can buy old police vehicles, you know, so yeah, I can never really tell myself what's an Explorer and what's not. I mean, what's a cop and what's not whenever I see an Explorer. I just assume they are, you know, that's a safe thing to do. Just assume every Explorer you see is a police officer and you don't have to worry about it. Just act natural whenever you see one pulling up. All right. People are driving maniacally over here. I think we're gonna cut this left. I think that is the plan. Oh yeah, this hill is super fast. If you can't tell, if you did this on a bike with no brakes, you'd probably have a bad time coming up right here because you go straight into traffic. Luckily, we got brakes. Surron's got it all, especially when it's brand new. This is the only time where these bikes, the stock brakes, actually feel halfway decent, is when the bike is completely new. Right after the next like week or so riding this, yeah, it's not gonna feel too good. That's pretty much how that goes down. So from here, we are going to cut back and end up at the park. We're gonna go to our favorite park, MacArthur Park. And from there, you know, I don't know, see what's going on. See if there's some more drama we can catch up to. I think that was the all we're gonna see for today was what we saw on the way in, which was pretty much nothing. helicopter was on his way out by the time we got in. So this is where I literally was just at riding my BMX, like, you know, I don't know, 2 days ago. I want to say that was 2 days ago. We got a cool curb cut, but the thing that spooks me is that it goes straight into this alley where people come speeding out. There wasn't anybody this time, but the last thing I want is to get blindsided on the Ron. Okay. Coming up on 7th Street. This street runs directly through the heart of downtown, going this way straight through the heart of K-Town. So we can go either way. Oh my God. Yeah, that little tiny car almost got T-boned. Probably because he can't be seen. Can't even see him. Hey, how you doing? All right, off we go. Sorry, I'm checking traffic. This is a very hectic time to be riding around. Everyone's honking. People are, you know. And out here, it's just hit and run central. You get hit, they're dipping on you. You know. So you gotta account for that at all times. So the main goal is to not get hit, right? That's pretty much the best thing you could do. We are gonna get a full speed tear through MacArthur Park with the new lens, and I'm pretty excited to see this footage when I get home. Let's get in here and just pin it. Looks like everyone's turning. I think we can cross right now. Yeah, you know, we kind of just make our own route. We're on this bike most of the time. Let's get up here and off we go. Brand new bike, full battery. Feels super good. You got to get up this hill, which is kind of sketch. You got to get. Oh man, that was a big bash. Oh, that was a huge bash on the rear. See, but the thing is, I'm confident that the tire and tube will be just fine even with that big bash, because the stock wheels in the Surron, like I said, super underrated. Also matching, love that. We got a quick tear. It's kind of actually very crowded in there right now, so we're gonna go through the other side, bomb the stairs, and see what's going on over here, cut back up, and then I don't know, figure it out from there. We're just freestyling right now, but I'm having a ton of fun just riding around. So let's get across the street. Doesn't really matter either way, but you know, better safe than sorry. Coming up on the big stair set, we're just gonna straight up send it. What this bike does best. That's a person. Soccer, dude, if you ever want to play like a pickup game of soccer, I swear they play every day out here. It's a nice part of MacArthur Park, so anyone who's interested, you know where to come. I don't know if it's just me, but the new bike feels just a little punchier. Ugh. Oh my gosh, the road to straight sewage, that's nasty. Feels a little okay. That's you know, LA things. Nothing out of the ordinary out here though. Coming through the four-way cross. Let's get our way through here. Dude, when you're in the mood to ride this bike, there's nothing like it. It's just so fun to just zip around and go. We're gonna do a couple more lefts and rights before we make our way up out of the city. And you know, we haven't even been here that long. We've been here probably like 30 minutes. What does that smell? Why is this car kicking up so much exhaust? Back on 7th, we did, look, we got Homer and the UNICEF. Vista El Barca and Bart. That's cool. I think we're just gonna keep pushing straight for a second here. And we're gonna go on the street. Oh, look, my watch. It looks like you're working out. No, I'm not. I'm definitely not working out. I'm being a fat boy. I am pretty interested. I think maybe next year, I spent so much money this year on stuff. The next year, I want to get an electric mountain bike. You know, one with a nice juicy motor, but that you have to pedal. Look at that, we got 2 in one day. And that one looks like it might work. I wonder if this phone works. Look at this. Take your bets, folks. Do you think this phone actually works? What if you had to make an emergency? Could you type in a number and then just talk but not hear? Like if you it might work, I don't know. It just might work. No, anyways. Yeah, I want to get like an electric mountain bike that you pedal, you know, that doesn't have a throttle, but like a beefy one. Like maybe, I don't know, something with some juice. Something with some horsepower, but we'll check out. Oh, I'm trying to bunny hop all the sewage, one of our last alleys. All right, something was going on there. I don't know what, but I don't really care either. We're just out here mobbing. Lots of things going on in these alleys, to say the least. That, you know, I'm just riding through, man. I'm just riding through. Don't mind me. That's my tagline. Don't mind me. I just ride around and act like a hooligan. So that's what I do. Got bunny hopping this bike down pretty good. When I had that 26-inch wheel on, this thing was super easy to bunny hop, but it's still fairly easy. You can spring hop it, or you can actually like full on J hop it. Neither way works very well. So, you know, I gotta keep that in mind. We kind of ended up way down here by, like, I don't know, the edge of nothing. As you can see, if we go straight, we can get to the crypto arena. That's not really on my agenda though. I wanted to check out some of these alleys right here, but you know, it's not really much going on. We got all types of shit going on right here though. Look at that stack of bikes, dude. Half of them are just random e-bikes that they just took. Why even take those? I don't know. Hey man, I just, you know, like I say all the time, I just comment on what I see, and that's it. Oh, we got to cruise on the sidewalk a little bit further until we get down to this next street right here. Just trying to have fun while we do it. You got a green. All right, well, we're kind of stuck on this side of the road for a hot second. I think we can make our way back. Ooh. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah, we're definitely not fitting right there, so I was like, let me just get off. Let me make things simple for everybody. Let me just hop off the curb. Get through right here. All the vendors, by the way, I've been seeing all your guys' comments begging me to stop at a taco spot, but like I said, they all take cash, and I just never take cash. You wanna know why? Because I immediately lose cash when I get it. I am pretty much the worst at keeping money in my pocket. I don't know why, but I'm an expert at losing actual physical money. I just am, man. I don't know. That's why I never carry cash. Most taco stands out here do not accept Apple Pay, credit card, none of that jazz. So kind of limits what you can, where you can eat. But it's okay. All right, pushing up Union, making our way downtown, walking fast. Actually, no, downtown's to the right. We're kind of just on the edge, the outskirts, one would say. Hitting little jumps, chilling, one could say. Anywho, gotta keep your knees tucked riding through here. Lots of elements. Bro has a whole mattress. Okay. That sucks, actually, dude. He's struggling to keep it too. That sucks. He's definitely taking it to a tent or somewhere to sleep, so, you know, that's life out here. All right, we keep pushing up. We got quite a bit of ground to cover. Still. Nice little course so far, though. Had fun. Checking out some areas that we don't really go to ever. Yeah, we got to pick up my bike today, too. I can't forget that either. Gonna make our way this way, just to avoid lights for now. Every time I pin it, I think of Dan and Man, because Dan's typical speed is just max pin. You know, he's not really happy unless he's got his pedal to the metal, so to speak. Right here, though, we got to go up this hill at some point, so we might as well do it right now. I also think that this camera probably looks better with this on this bike than it does on the BMX. When I was watching BMX footage, I do like it, but it's like, it's very out there. Like I'm like a wavy inflatable arm guy on a bike riding around. And I don't know if it'll look like that with this, but it might. I mean, I guess it might too, so that's not saying that it won't, but I figure it'll look more like natural in this riding position than what you do on this bike, because it's all very like steady, so to say. All right, anyways, what are they building right here? I just now noticed this is under construction. Wow. Damn, bro, that dude is smashing. Can some construction expert tell us what these big tubes are for? Is that irrigation? That looks very interesting. It's fascinating to see what goes on underneath the ground that we walk on. I'm sure there's those things everywhere, but someone can tell me what that is. I'd be interested to know in the comments. We're gonna take the detour. Oh, we kind of, yeah. We'll just wait it out a little bit. Tags on the house, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, there's something special about this bike, and just, I mean, I don't need, it goes without saying, this thing is one of a kind. It is fun. The amount of capability it has to go upstairs, go downstairs, do jumps. It's throttleable. You can throttle it pretty much everywhere. So, you know, it's hard to say that this bike will ever be replaced per se, but I do want to add to the repertoire something else that I can kind of do some free riding on. So I think the EMTB is the way to go. Gotta do some research on which one to get. Also, hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't know, I'm gonna get home and I might have half of my audio just non-legible. That'd be an absolute nightmare, but we're gonna find out. The last couple pulls we're gonna do in these neighborhoods are pretty sketch to be smashing through, but you know, I think we'll live. Famous last words. Let's see, we're actually gonna go up this alley right here. Dude, I swear the new Surron, it feels a little punchier. Like if I sit up and pin the throttle, it just goes, man. It just starts wheeling. Feels like it just picks right up. What we got back here? I've never come up here. A little bit of tagging. A little more tagging. Oh, look at this hill bomb. This would actually be pretty fire to do on a bike, on a BMX. That's pretty quick. Very nice. I think this is a dead end. It sure is. Okay, now I know. Will not be coming through here at night, to say the least. To say the least, I will not be visiting there after dark. Oh man. Yeah, this bike feels a little punchier. Maybe it's the newer battery in the 2023. I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, but it feels good. It feels real good. I'm not a power demon. I'm not really trying to go as fast as possible, but it is nice having that extra little bit of kick that this bike gives you. It's like, you know, it ain't nowhere near where the Ultra B is, but it does feel a little punchier. All right, folks, pretty cool exploration today. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment down below whatever's on your mind. I don't know, just say anything. As always, thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Peace out.